Hey guys, welcome to King's Wrestling Talk guys. We're about 15 minutes away before NXT TakeOver New Orleans, Greg. It is going to be a blockbuster of an NXT TakeOver. They've got 5 matches for NXT TakeOver, Greg. Are you excited?
I am excited about it. I am keen, pumped up. TakeOver, it's going to be big, it's going to be huge. And the matches tonight are, it doesn't get much bigger. I mean, you got matches like Almas against Black, Moon against Baszler, even the ladder match. You've also got a much personal one, Gargano and Ciampa, who used to be former best friends, now bitter rivals.
That's exactly right, guys. Because if we go back to NXT TakeOver Chicago, where Tommaso Ciampa turned on Johnny Gargano, and then it was shocking. It was. And then Ciampa also injured himself that night as well, so they put him out of action up until NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, where he returned.
He kind of blamed Gargano for his injury.
He did. He blamed him and said he was the reason why he got injured. He let him down. He was the better part of the team. Yeah. He was the weak link.
He acted like he was the leader of that team, and Gargano feels like Tommaso Ciampa feels he let him down.
He did. And you know, whether he did, whether he didn't, I don't believe that. I think Johnny Gargano is going to get his revenge tonight. And that unsanctioned match, Greg, it is definitely going to be not any kind of match. It's unsanctioned for a reason, because there's only been a small few matches that have been like that in the WWE. If we go back to, was it No Mercy 2008 with Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels, or was it Unforgiven?
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven. It wasn't Unforgiven. And look at that unsanctioned match, how that took place. I can only see nothing but good things out of that match. It will definitely be a 10 out of 10 pay-per-view. But Greg, we're going to go through the match and see your prediction and my predictions of who's going to win. We'll start with Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black for that NXT title.
The NXT Championship is on the line, and believe me, it is Aleister Black's time perhaps. Aleister Black has come a long way since his debut in NXT to now. He has been undefeated, unstoppable.
He has. And he has only taken 1 pin loss, and that was by Johnny Gargano, so he could get into that match to face Andrade Cien Almas at NXT TakeOver Philadelphia.
Andrade Cien Almas is very crafty. He's an NXT champion for a reason. He won the title back in NXT last year. And Almas is a determined man that will do anything to keep his title. And let's not forget the major asset in this whole equation, Zelina Vega could be the biggest factor in this matchup.
Exactly right, because she interferes in somewhat of every match that Andrade is in. But guys, I have to personally pick who's going to win this. I think to myself that Andrade Cien Almas is going to be debuting either on Raw or SmackDown. So personally believing it is Aleister Black's time.
It's Aleister Black's time. He becomes NXT champion tonight. This is his moment. This is his time. New NXT champion, Aleister Black.
Yeah,
I said it all along from day one. It's his time.
It is, and I believe that as well, Aleister Black. But then we'll go to the next match, and that'll be Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. I personally believe as well, this is another thing. They've got history from the last NXT TakeOver in Philadelphia. But personally, I believe Ember Moon's getting called up as well. That's another name that's been rumoured to get called up to either Raw or SmackDown the night after WrestleMania. So my pick is going to have to be Shayna Baszler.
Well, Ember Moon is a champion for a reason. She is NXT champion. She's come close to being Asuka on numerous occasions. Now that she's gone to the main roster, Ember Moon is the champion. But Baszler is a most dangerous, ruthless, heartless individual who we've seen in the Performance Center hurt and weaseled and crippled her way into a ton of opportunities. So if Baszler becomes NXT Women's Champion tonight, it will be anyone in NXT Women's division is going to stop Baszler.
Exactly. But if you had to pick, will it be
I'm
Shayna
going to
Baszler?
have to go with Baszler.
Yeah, I'm going with Baszler as well. And the next match, guys, will be the triple threat match, guys. I mean, the triple threat tag team match for the NXT tag team titles for the Dusty Road Tag Team Classics. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Bobby Fish. He did get injured, guys, so Adam Cole will not only be in one match, he will be in two. And he will help Kyle O'Reilly tonight take on the Authors of Pain versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, the UK champion.
This will be a very interesting tag team triple threat match. The tag team titles are at stake, and Undisputed Era, without Fish, Cole and O'Reilly, since they come up from RWH, they have been a team on a mission to take anything and anything for granted. They are NXT Tag Team Champions, Fish and O'Reilly, and the only reason Adam Cole is not NXT Champion yet, but I have a feeling he will be one day. They will be a team in the future, 2018.
They will, and Adam Cole will be NXT Champion one day. That is exactly right. But also, we have to look at Authors of Pain versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. I personally believe that Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly are going to keep them tag team titles warm, and hopefully until Bobby Finn comes back.
But will the Authors of Pain be on a mission to get to the main roster? That's the main thing. They've been former NXT tag team champions. Not once, but twice.
That's right, and I have heard that Authors of Pain could also possibly be called up from NXT after Raw, SmackDown, after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But guys, well, who are you going to go with that one, Greg?
I'm going with the Undisputed Era.
Undisputed Era. I'm going to go with that as well, the Undisputed Era. And then, guys, we have the six-man ladder match, guys. Last week, Triple H announced there will be a new North American Championship. And it will be defended, or William Regal announced it will be defended inside a ladder match at NXT. Sorry about that, guys, a little bit of technical difficulty, but William Regal announced that it will be in a ladder match, guys, at NXT TakeOver, and it will have in that match Adam Cole. Oh, hold up, Greg. It'll be Adam Cole versus Killian Dane versus Lyle Sullivan versus Velveteen Dream versus the two newest signings to NXT TakeOver and the NXT roster itself. It will be Ricochet from ROH and also New Japan Pro Wrestling, guys, and also from Impact Wrestling himself, EC3.
It is a packed house, six-man ladder match with two new stars and four original NXT stars, all wanting to make their impressions felt on the NXT North American Championship.
Exactly. They all want that new title because you know what that means? There's a new title in the air and there can only be one champion that can reign supreme. And my pick for that match, he was the face in Impact Wrestling, and he will be the face of NXT, and that, my friends, is EC3, Ethan Carter III.
That is without question. EC3 is determined, he is ready, but don't think the other five superstars in that match have got anything on their minds. Velveteen Dream.
Dream, yes, that's exactly right.
He is a crafty guy who is ready to do anything to win a championship. And if he somehow wins this NXT North American Championship, a dream would really be on his mind.
Exactly. And then you've got people like Lyle Sullivan that has just come off as this strong Impact, guys. And then, even that, Killian Dane from Sanity that has just had an awesome year And then you got to look at the newest signing of Ricochet. And he is just, we're going to see big things for him. You're going to see big things from him tonight. I guarantee he will do a 450 splash at the top of that ladder. And then you got Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, a guy who is so driven to bring that North American Championship home to the Undisputed Era.
That's exactly right, Greg. We've got 3 minutes to NXT. TakeOver begins, so we're going to finish off with Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa in that unsanctioned match. If Johnny Gargano wins, he'll be reinstated to NXT.
And if he loses, he is banned from NXT forever. This is undoubtedly Gargano's must win or must lose.
Yep, it is. It is win or lose for him because there is no other option unless I see him getting called up to the main roster. I could see him go to SmackDown and see the two biggest underdogs, Johnny Gargano versus Daniel Bryan. Two of the biggest underdogs that you know could pull off the dream match. Something like SummerSlam, something like Survivor Series.
Gargano's been around in the industry for 12 years. He has been a guy who has had shot at the NXT title not once but twice.
3 times actually.
3 times. And let's not forget, Gargano and Ciampa, they were former tag team champions in NXT.
Actually, no, sorry. I'm gonna rephrase that. He only had 2 times he had a chance.
Yeah, 2 times.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry, guys.
But they were NXT tag team champions. They were DIY, the biggest tag team in NXT history, until Ciampa's jealousy torn away that partnership.
It did, and he turned on him at NXT TakeOver Chicago with nothing, no repercussions, no nothing. He did what he did because he thought that Johnny Gargano let him down. They wanted to win their NXT titles.
The reason that he did that was because he wanted to make it his own mission, that this is his moment to shine.
You could say that, but that devastating in that match where Johnny Gargano took that ladder shot and pushed Ciampa out of the way, that was, I thought right there, as if you could do that to one of your friends. But guys, that's the bigger picture. We have a minute 40 until the pay-per-view starts. Greg, who's walking out? Unsanctioned match, Johnny Gargano or Tommaso Ciampa?
If Johnny Gargano needs to win, he has to beat Ciampa, but I don't see it pretty much happening. Ciampa has come too far and come too long to lose. He is going to beat Gargano, and Gargano's career is going up in smoke.
Well, you're going with Tommaso Ciampa?
Tommaso Ciampa.
Yep, well, I'm going to go with the homegrown kid, the guy that has going to fight for everything that he has to do. And we just seen before that Triple H signed that unsanctioned contract so that Johnny Gargano can't sue the WWE if anything happens to him, because he is no longer a member of the WWE NXT roster.
If he loses, bye-bye Gargano.
Well, I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano, guys. So that's our pick for NXT TakeOver New Orleans, guys. One day until WrestleMania, guys.
WrestleMania is only one day. Cannot wait.
Exactly.
24 hours from the biggest pay-per-view main event of all time, WrestleMania. Get ready.
Well, we're going to be there, guys. We're going to stay here and review it, and we'll see you back on the road, one sleep, until WrestleMania. So thank you for watching King's Wrestling
But now,
guys.
it's time for NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Hope you're ready. Get pumped.
Exactly, guys.
We know we are.
Stay tuned for more, guys. Thank you.